Welcome to Around the Peninsula. I'm KATUSA Private Cha Yun-chan. What do Hawaii and Korea have in common? Specialist Tyler Ferris takes us to Rodriguez Range near the Korean demilitarized zone for the explosive answer.
They may not be used to the cold, but these soldiers are gladly trading the tropical climate of Hawaii for the chill of Korea for some training.
Getting used to fighting all fronts of a battlefield, not just from fighting in the jungle in Hawaii, but going to the hills of Korea, and it gets them used to fighting in different environments.
As an American forces, we have to be ready to deploy anywhere in the world at any given time. So any new environment or any kind of different situation is always beneficial to the soldier and NCO.
Today, the soldiers are doing demolition and breaching.
We try to keep it as realistic as possible so that the soldiers can get the best training out of it and keep it as real as you can get, and that way they can prepare them for combat.
Well, it improves the battle fighting ability because the soldiers work together. They learn from each other. They come together as one unit, and in the end, it makes them a better fighting unit.
The exercise is a success, and it ends with a bang. Specialist Tyler Ferris, Rodriguez Range, Korea.
The 25th Infantry Division and 34th Engineer Company are based out of Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. Spending time together helps create unity. KATUSA Sergeant Chae-won Hwang reports from Incheon, where Iraq and U.S. soldiers enjoy a day of fun.
Today's event is a partnership exercise between the 2nd Infantry Division and the 17th ROK Army Division. The aim of the event is to continue to reinforce the partnership.
More than 30 ROK and U.S. soldiers celebrate during the ROK and U.S. Alliance ceremony on the ROK 17th Infantry Division Army Base in Incheon. One soldier from 2nd Infantry Division thinks today's event has a special meaning.
I think events like this provide a better basis of understanding. The more you spend time with each other, whether it be work or in a social environment, the better the communication will be, irregardless of language barriers and so forth.
The ceremony features traditional Korean games like shuttlecock kicking, arrow throwing, and darts, and also strengthens the unity between the 2nd ID and the ROK 17th ID.
I'm very excited. The Korea-U.S. partnership has been lasting for over 60 years, so it gives me a great honor to be a part of this and to continue the traditions that started by our forefathers.
Specialist Roderick Evans, Incheon, Korea.
17th Infantry Division is located in Incheon, protecting the west coast of South Korea. To become a Certified Physical Training Leader, or PTL, airmen must first take an advanced physical training course. Air Force Staff Sergeant Ashley Siddeth introduced the man responsible for training hundreds of airmen to lead.
Today, Bill is teaching service members at Osan a PTL advanced course. Once certified, airmen can lead their unit's physical training program.
So you guys are going to run. When you catch up to where your buddy is, you guys do a little tag, and then you guys will walk and you guys will run.
I've always been a big believer that you're being certified as a physical training leader, so there has to be a physical portion of the class.
All right, everybody move over to the track. One's up front.
So we talked about running just before we came out here and ran, and I could see some of them really focusing on kind of how they're running and how they're turning over and all that. And that's good. I mean, they're seeing that there's a little bit of a difference. And if they do that a little bit more, they'll start to see that their efficiency goes up, which means their speed can go up.
These future PTLs can incorporate the things that they've learned from this course, like proper running form, back to their unit's physical training program, so that others can improve as well.
I also like to convince people that oftentimes your limiting factor, most times, your limiting factor is not your body. Your limiting factor is your mind and how much you can push your body. Your body will go through a lot more and can do a lot more physically than usually you give it credit for.
Next time you catch your buddy, 2 laps together. Next time you catch your buddy, 2 laps together.
Air Force Staff Sergeant Ashley Siddeth, Osan Air Base, Korea.
Good job, good job.
Mr. Goins travels to different Air Force units across the Korean Peninsula to certify unit PTLs. Area 4 KATUSAs and U.S. soldiers come outside to interact with each other. KATUSA Private Kang San shows us how 1 week a year helps to fortify the bonds between the ROK and U.S. soldiers.
U.S. Army Garrison Daegu held the opening ceremony of KATUSA and U.S. Soldier Friendship Week to enhance the bond between Korean and U.S. soldiers. The opening ceremony was celebrated with various performances.
My first KATUSA-US Soldier Friendship Week as the garrison and the area Corps commander. Yes. So this is a week for them to continue to forge those bonds. It's an opportunity for them to potentially create new bonds on the friendly field of strife, whether that's a U.S.-oriented sport or an international sport like soccer. It's an opportunity to come together and to continue to work on that teamwork and the importance of the alliance.
Not only competing with each other, KATUSAs and U.S. soldiers also build teamwork by helping each other.
You get to meet a lot more KATUSAs than just the people in your unit. You know, you can meet people from all across the board, except for just, you know, the same people you see every day. So I think it's cool that everybody came down from Carroll, and some came from 662 and we're competing and stuff. I think it's awesome.
KATUSA Private Kang San, camp worker, Korea.
KATUSA-US Friendship Week encourages cultural exchange between soldiers through various sporting events and talent shows. There are many competitions in the military that give service members the opportunity to display their talents. Specialist Marquetta Gibson shows us how one competition challenges soldiers to use their creativity.
The 2-1 Air Defense Artillery Battalion compete in the 2014 Department of the Army Philip A. Connolly competition on Camp Carroll. The field team had to showcase their creative culinary skills using a limited amount of supplies to prepare delicious meals.
I always wanted to be a chef, and I always wanted to cook. And I love my job, I love what I do. So it's a privilege to come out here and compete on the Department of the Army level.
Being junior enlisted straight out of advanced individual training and competing against chefs with more experience in the profession can be overwhelming in this competition. However, Private Hollis remains positive.
Our mission doesn't start without him. He's the one in charge of everything. As soon as he receives it, it's issued out to us. So he is more of the bread and butter of the whole operation. We prepare it and put the meal out, but we can't do anything without him receiving it and keeping accountability.
The competitors were also tasked to build their own field dining facility, which gave them a restricted amount of time to think of ideas for new tasty dishes. But Private Hollis and his team members stay determined to win.
It took us like 30 days to do it, you know, with the help of the unit, and filling all these sandbags and putting up all these tents and sewing all these camel nets together. It was hard, but we got through it.
Specialist Marquetta Gibson, Camp Carroll, Korea.
U.S. Army Food Service specialists have been competing in the Philip A. Connolly competition since 1968. Ever wonder what it would be like to jump out of an aircraft 1,000 feet in the air? It sounds crazy, but Staff Sergeant J.L. LeBourne takes us to Osan Air Base, where service members are doing just that.
1, 2, 3.
U.S. and Republic of Korea Special Operations Forces end a 2-month-long exercise with a friendship jump. The event gives them the opportunity to not only build camaraderie, but also to exchange jump wings.
By utilizing the friendship that we have built during this exercise, I think we can take on whatever mission that is given to us in the future.
2 CH-47 Chinook helicopters successfully dropped 350 static line jumpers. The language barrier isn't an issue because the forces are familiar with each other's procedures. This shared information is vital to future mission success.
This has been my first time working with Koreans, and I have to say it was a great experience. These guys have a lot of knowledge, a lot to share with us. So it's always good to come over and see how they do things compared to how we do things.
Foreign jump wings are a prized possession within the airborne community, and it's awesome seeing veteran jumpers who still love the rush of jumping.
It's a great feeling once you're out of the door and you're hanging there in the air. You're looking around, you can see everything, and that's a great feeling.
Staff Sergeant J.L. LeBourne, Osan Air Base, Korea.
This is only the second time the U.S. and ROK exchange has taken place. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, April 24th. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.